a time when most Americans want to learn more about our past and engage in honest conversations about our struggle to build a more perfect union, Stratford Hall Historic Preserve, historic home of the Lee family of Virginia, strives to provide visitors with an immersive experience of life in America's formative years. No other historic venue has so carefully preserved and presented 2,000 acres of natural and human history. The Stratford Hall experience here includes architecture, artifacts, archaeology, and agriculture that act as windows into the everyday lives of the founding of our nation. In fact, Stratford has been hosting guests for events in and around the Great House here behind me for over 280 years, when politician and planter Thomas Lee established this vast plantation and began construction of the Great House in 1738. It was built by enslaved Africans and African Americans from materials that were largely harvested from or made right here on site. Now, for those of you, I know we've got a lot of kids in the audience today. For those of you who are good at math, you may have just kind of run the numbers. The Stratford Great House has just celebrated its 287th birthday, which I know is older than all of you, and I'm pretty sure is even older than all of your family members that are here today. Because if it was possible, the Great House would be as old as your great, 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 9 great grandparents. Now, Stratford's history, in fact, the history of this place goes back even farther. It goes back millions of years, as seen in the Miocene cliffs and the fossils that are along our Potomac River beach that you can explore later today. It dates back thousands of years to the indigenous tribes that are evidenced in our archaeological collections that you may have seen on view in our visitor center as you were coming in. At Stratford Hall, we learn about the courage and leadership of Richard Henry and Francis Lightfoot Lee as they signed the Declaration of Independence, and with their brothers and sisters, all of whom grew up right here at Stratford, helped give birth to the United States of America. We also learn at Stratford Hall about other Lees, like Hannah Lee Corbin, an early proponent of women's rights, and we learn of the enslaved community who built and sustained this property for generations. Stratford Hall invites visitors to learn from the courageous struggles of all of our ancestors, both from what they endured and what they accomplished.